Alright guys, good morning. Dancing with a stranger. With somebody new. Baby, baby. Dancing with a stranger. It's a perfect song. It's a perfect song for what's going on with YouTube in the modern world, right? Let's say you're in a relationship with YouTube and you realize that YouTube is a horrible, toxic place that keeps changing the rules all the time. You don't know what's going on. You keep trying to do things to stay in the game. But eventually you realize that you're just being abused by the system over and over, like a really toxic girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever else. And so you're like, you know what? There are better options out there. There are better options. So why bother to stay on YouTube in the modern world? What's the point? Well, the point is YouTube still has a little bit of decent content. There's an occasional content creator that's still pretty good. But most importantly, I stay here on YouTube to support the few amazing channels. And if you guys want the full list of the amazing channels that I do follow, just check out Marco Reviews channel. Marco, like the guy Marco Polo that went to China. And reviews, like reviewers, right? Reviews. Pretty simple. There's only one Marco Reviews out there. And to make it more specific, I added it's under Google Guide, and then underneath it's Marco Reviews. That's how I made the distinction, because otherwise there's a bunch of fake other accounts and stuff that are not me, but they're growing a lot faster than my channel. So yeah. Anyway, so that's the reason why, and I've said this many times before, I'm still on here. What is YouTube really good for these days? There's still some decent tutorials on how-tos. Those are still good. There's some YouTubers that have really put in the work, the time, the passion required to do good stuff, and I still watch those channels. There's still a few channels, again, you guys can go check out that list, that are doing some good stuff. They've always done some good stuff if you're into hobbies and stuff. As I said again, there's how-to videos, there's hobby stuff, there's how to play video games, basically walkthroughs, stuff that I still watch. There are some political shows, or there are some shows that are still good because they're like neutral. They show you both sides of the situation. They even give you a third perspective sometimes, so I'll watch some of that content there. That's not polarizing and extremely but for the most part, it's just a bunch of dodgy ads that scam people. I've been scammed by so many YouTube ads. And then as a content creator, all the new rules that they're just constantly putting together, YouTube reminds me of the stock market. Basically, that's the analogy that I put there, is because it is extremely unpredictable. There's so many people, whatever, the setup on the algorithm, it's continues to change. It's never in favor of the content creating people that I believe deserve to be at the top, and it is just terrible the way that the whole system was set up. But now anyway, the latest and greatest CEO has come in, and we had finally figured out how to do YouTube. And then again, because as I said before, it is an ever-changing platform. It keeps modifying itself and stuff. It is a pain in the butt. And so we had just figured out how to do YouTube with Susan, and I was like, oh great, now we know how to do YouTube. It's like 15 years in them trying to figure out how to do YouTube. Finally figured it out, and now there's a new CEO that just messed it all up all over again. It's hard to understand what's going on. All of a sudden, in the past, mean, it was hard. It was hard to find people to subscribe to the channel. It was hard to get them engaged, all that stuff. But once you did, they kind of stuck with it. Now, with a new system that the new CEO has set up, you will find that subscribers may show up. They'll stick around for maybe a day, then the next day you may have lost 30 plus subscribers. So that would be fine, because I don't really care about subscribers. I don't really care about anything at this point other than sticking around so that I can support my my YouTube crowd, with all the people that have basically created videos that I found to be engaging, useful, helpful to my life. Very useful during the pandemic when we were stuck indoors all the time. But unfortunately, it's become ever more difficult because YouTube has removed my like button on my Mark Reviews channel. So I can't go around supporting the things that I think are good. So that is something. That is something that only the new CEO could come up with to trigger me. But anyway, I miss Susan. I honest to God miss Susan. You can say whatever you want about Susan, but she was still a better CEO than what's going on right now. And YouTube is becoming more and more like the stock market during bad times when everybody's screwing around, whether it's politics, latest politician trying to mess around with the stock market, or it's the latest and greatest bunch of entrepreneurs that figured out how to scam people out of more money by trends or whatever. Yeah, it's truly something. Anyway, I'm at Costco. I'm going to gas up. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next disaster. But YouTube with its scammy ads and its way of doing things has really hurt a lot of people. It's getting worse. Thanks for watching. I miss Susan. See ya.